So live there. Live. Right, we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another live stream. We hope you're all doing well today.
Yes,
before we get into this stream, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this video out, share the stream out, share this channel out as much as possible, guys. It really does help us out. Thank you so much for joining us. As you notice, we have had a slight change of name. Nothing's changing on the channel. We're doing the same old thing, the same old videos. So guys, do not worry about it. It's not some big, massive change in the consensus of what you might think. It's all about what we're doing to just have a little change up, just to help the channel grow, and flow a bit better. Obviously, we know that it is going to be a bit weird for people at first, listening to Talking Chelsea Blues rather than Talking Blues, but I think it'll be better for the channel. It'll be better for you guys as well, as we will get as more we get recognised. We will develop more subscribers and we'll be able to do better things for you. So guys, also Chris is here with us today as our special guest. Thank you for joining us, Chris.
Anytime, lads, you know where I am. I hope everyone's well. As Ben said there, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when Talking Chelsea Blues upload. And that's the way it is. Hope everyone's well.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. While we're here, guys, Chris, would you mind just sticking the rules of the stream in the chat, please?
I mean, I can say them as well. So basically, rules are as follows. 1, be respectful at all times. Don't cross the line at the end of the day. Number 2, banter is always welcome. Obviously, we like to have a bit of, a joke in that and then. But at the end of the day, as I say, banter can sometimes be taken too far, and sometimes people just don't know when to cross the edge, draw the line. So banter's welcome, but don't go overboard. 3, you can talk about anything in the chat. You can talk about whatever, because at the end of the day, if you want to come and have a chat, you can always have a chat there. And number 4, most importantly, enjoy yourself, and that's the way it is.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for doing that. So guys, what we're gonna do, this is the running order is we're going to review the Chelsea game, give our thoughts on that. Then we're going to move on into the group stages of the final roundup of the group stages and the final results from yesterday and whatnot. And then we're going to give a preview to the round of 16. So we'll give our thoughts on who might get who, what we think what teams will get what, and then give our thoughts on that. So guys, let's get into it. So, Chelsea versus Dinamo Zagreb yesterday. Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1. It was a decent performance from Chelsea. As we know, it was, we come off the back of a 4-1 bashing of from Brighton. Let's not speak about it again after this. I think what I've come to realise from this is last night it was a decent performance. It wasn't the best performance, but it was decent. We got a win. We managed to win the group. We look comfortable, but it still wasn't 100% of a good performance. Zachariah and Sterling getting the goals. Sterling in the first 20 minutes or so, and Zachariah at the 30-minute mark getting his debut goal. And do you know what? For me, Zachariah looked really good. I'll talk about him more in a second though. But I just want to say the Chelsea team last night, it's the same old story again. We can't finish our dinner. We can't finish off chances. I don't know how many times that Chelsea put the ball. One of the Chelsea players put the ball across a 6-yard box, and we missed huge opportunities to go 3, 4, 5 goals to the good. And that bothers me because, we have a striker who can finish now. We have Aubameyang. But do we actually have a problem? Because Aubameyang, we've got a world-class striker in Aubameyang, but do we actually have a problem? Because if Aubameyang can't finish, and Sterling can't finish, and the rest of the wingers and the attackers can't finish, then surely we have a problem. At the end of the day, I don't know what the situation is behind closed doors. I'm not a member of staff. I'm just a fan looking from the outside in. And what I can see is lots of different things happening. I can see a lot of frustration, a lot of, poor communication, poor understanding of each other and the players. The build-up play is fantastic, but the finishing is just not up to scratch. I believe that we can get better, and that we will get better in time. But it's just about now. How do we solve the problem now? We have a situation. We're coming towards the World Cup, and we need to be making sure these results are in the bag. We've got Arsenal at the weekend. There will be a preview for that on the weekend on Saturday night. Don't worry about that, guys. That will all be sorted. And yeah, at the end of the day, we won comfortably-ish. And Zachariah looked fantastic. I'll put on number key performances. Zachariah for the start off with looked good, looked quick, looked sharp. Passing ability was fantastic. Movement was great. Being able to get onto the edge of the box to take the shot for his goal was a good thing. I see that as a good thing from one of our midfielders who's finally willing to get on the edge of the box and take a shot. Sterling looked better, still wastes chances, and look, it's all going to take time, but I believe that it was a decent performance just to get us through to the round of 16 and to win the group. Dad, I'm going to hand over to you now, and you can give your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, okay. It was a very slow start, and as we all know, that Dinamo Zagreb scored on us. Poor defence again. I thought it was going to be sort of some type of repeat of the weekend. It wasn't until sort of like the 15th minute that we really started to pick the pace. And we scored our first goal, which was by Raheem Sterling. I think then sort of like midway into the first half, we created some great chances. These shots off target. It's all over. I think it was a decent first half, as opposed to previous games, but then we went into the second half, and I think it was more exhilarating that half than the first, with the goal coming from...
No, the first half was both goals.
Oh, both goals in the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I don't know where my mind is, but I think overall the second half was full of positive vibes from us. There was a lot of chances there. Even myself and Ben did say we should have been like 5 or 6 goals at the Goodyear, but unfortunately they couldn't find the net. And this is creating a problem in games where we are missing numerous opportunities. So but overall my thoughts are that this game was much better, 100% better than what we played last weekend. So well done to the team, bagging 2 goals there, even though we didn't need to win the game because we've already won our group. And I'm just hoping that we can sort of transcend further into this tournament.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. So, Chris, I'm going to hand over to you now. You can give your thoughts on the Chelsea-Zagreb game.
Yeah, first of all, it was good to get back to winning ways. It was good to put the wrongs on the weekend right against Zagreb. Obviously, it wasn't a game that we, needed to win. However, at the same time, I don't like that mentality. I want to win every single game Chelsea play, and we put that right. Petkovic obviously scored for Zagreb early on, and I thought, wow, was this going to be the pressure getting to Potter? Is this going to get the pressure getting to the players in terms of, coming off a defeat? Are we going to just lay down and accept defeat against Zagreb? And I'm glad Sterling stepped up, scored his goal, top goal scorer for us this season. So he's doing something right.
Yes.
Zachariah, solid debut, and I thought he was very, very good. And it was about time we seen him, because I thought if he didn't play yesterday, what was the point in general? Just cancel the loan, if he didn't play yesterday. But as I say, solid debut for him. I thought the Zagreb fans were jumping up and down like clowns, to be perfectly honest with you. But their fans obviously got Zagreb up, the Zagreb players up, confidence in pushing forward, getting into Chelsea's faces. But as I say, as the game went on, we were more comfortable, we were more composed. And as I say, it was good to get back to winning ways, get that win, get the momentum and push on against, as I say, the big game that we were all focusing on the weekend against Arsenal. Chelsea being the biggest club in London versus Arsenal, which is arguably the smallest. And it'll be good to put that right. So as I say, we already won the group. I mean, we were guaranteed. The only downfall of the game, the only negative of the game, is Ben Chilwell getting injured. And it's kind of similar to what happened last season when he was at Juventus. We beat 4-0 and he went off injured in that game.
Yeah.
And when this season, when Chilwell was getting played, as each game passes, he looked like he was getting more to his form that he did before he got injured, obviously, against Juventus last season. So it's disappointing, it's a big negative, and it's quite weird how it's happened that Reece James gets injured and now Ben Chilwell is pretty mirror image to what happened last season. So I wish Ben Chilwell a speedy recovery. Hopefully he can come back as soon as possible, but now it's time for Cucurella to step up in that position, and let's just see what happens. I mean, Potter shouldn't be playing him as a left centre back anyway. He should be playing him in that left back position, left wing back position. So let's push on. Let's get that win on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for that, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, look, we need to talk about the injuries because we're getting a lot of them at the moment, and I think it's a worry that we need a conversation we need to have. And there's one player I'd like to cut off a conversation about as well specifically, and I think it needs to be had, even though a lot of Chelsea fans will not like it. Let's start off with the injuries though. We've got on the injury list at the moment, we've got Wesley Fofana, Ben Chilwell, Reece James. Can you think of any other names, guys?
The goalkeeper, Kepa.
Kante. Yep, there's all these sorts of players that are injured. And it's not good enough. It's there's something going wrong. I mean, how is it that we get a massive amount of injuries and the rest of the clubs are alright? It just seems to me that we haven't got enough squad depth.
Even today, I'm hearing people say that Graham Potter didn't need to play Chilwell. At the end of the day, Chilwell getting injured is not Potter's fault. Yeah, I mean, Chilwell could have got injured in training. Chilwell could have got injured on Sunday. A player can get injured at any time, at any moment, right? So I don't like this blame game of Potter getting blamed for playing that player. At the end of the day, Potter put out a team that affect. At the end of the day, football's. I keep repeating myself. Yeah, football's about results. Yeah, he got the result. Yeah. That's all that matters. Yeah, look, the performance wasn't the best, but at the end of the day, as I say, back to winning way was great. Potter picked a team that he believed was going to go out. Get out there and do the job, and he done that. He got the result, right? But him picking Chilwell and Chilwell getting injured is not Potter's issue. But Chilwell getting injured is due to just unlucky. Yeah, it's just unlucky that he's got injured at a specific time, and it's obviously unfortunate that we've got, as I say, Kepa, Kante, Reece James, Ben Chilwell. Who else? Fofana. So yeah, we've got a big list, but at the same time, we've got enough players there that should be able to do a job and handle that until these players come back to their rightful positions.
Yeah, I agree. But I just find it strange, and that we end up with this amount of injuries at the same time every year. It's like we're cursed. It's like we're cursed. Coincidental that it happens like this, the same as it did last year. And it's not good enough. I'm sorry, it's just not good enough. We need more squad depth. And hopefully in January, Bowley's realised this, and in January he's going to actually go out there and get some players that can add to the squad depth. You know, I'm not talking, you know, starters ahead of Reece James. I'm not talking starters ahead of, you know, the likes of Thiago Silva and that. But I'm talking players.
Yeah,
competition. Decent competition that will be good enough to fill a void when a player is injured. I mean, at the end of the day, if we can't have those sorts of players, you know, then we're not going to win titles. We're not going to win cups. It's down to having squad depth. If we don't have squad depth, we're not going to get there. And so, therefore, Todd Bowley, this is a message to you. You know, sort it out. Go and get some players, and let's get back to where we should be, which is winning the Premier League, the Champions League, the FA Cup, the League Cup, all the other cups above as well.
Let's run through the team in terms of depth, right? So the goalkeeping positions, you've got Kepa, Mendy, Bettinelli. Yeah, so you've got 3 keepers there. So Kepa gets injured, Mendy's stepping in. Mendy, as I say, was Chelsea's first team choice until the start of this season when he dropped off his form. So goalkeeping position, we're fine. Yeah, right back, we're not 100%. We're not solid at right back. Yeah, so that is a major upgrade we need there. Yeah, centre backs: Koulibaly, Silva, Chalobah, Fofana. Okay, the depth's there, but then again, I think we need another centre back because, as I say, Silva's on his last legs. Yeah. By the way, Aspie's leaving as well, so that's it. Left back, we've got a cover there. I believe we've got a good cover there. Chilwell and Cucurella's fantastic options, yeah? Do you agree?
Yep.
Right. Midfield, massive upgrades we need in there. Jesus, I mean, Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, Gallagher, Mount can play there, but Mount's more an attacking position. So, as I say, we need major upgrades there. Yeah, Jorginho and Kante is looking like they're going to be leaving at the end of the season as well. I mean, attack, we've got numbers in attack, but they're all shooting blanks, man. Like, Ziyech doesn't want to be there. Pulisic doesn't look like he wants to be there. You know, so the only players we're looking at in attack that are interested is what? Broja, Aubameyang, Sterling. Yeah. Even Havertz is off the boil. And Mount is off the boil sometimes. So it's, you know, the team definitely needs major upgrades. Coming off the bench, you're looking at players coming off the bench and you're thinking, wow, is that it? Really? So, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to talk more about signings in, you know, in the January transfer video live streams that we're going to do. But guys, like, we need to have a conversation about Mendy. It's not good enough.
Who?
He's not good enough. He's done. Edouard Mendy is done. Edouard Mendy is leaving this summer. This summer coming up. End of story.
Yeah, but he's not done, is he? I mean, look, I don't believe he's done. I think, you know, when you're saying players are done, I think you're talking about the likes of Kante being done at this level in the Chelsea. Mendy's not done. Mendy's just off form and out of confidence. But I agree. He's not going to be playing because at the end of the day, we've got that keeper off on loan, Slonina, is it?
Yeah.
So Mendy's not going to be full choice behind Kepa and Slonina, is he? So
no.
Yeah, I believe this will be his last season, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, I know. While we've got Kepa injured, Mendy is our realistically only option apart from Bettinelli. I mean, if I was to make a choice between Mendy and Bettinelli, I don't know.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Mendy can't play with his feet. We can't play out from the back.
We know that. But he's still, we've known that since the time he's come into Chelsea, but he's still been putting in performances, no? I can't believe he was even considered Bettinelli. No chance. No chance, man. I'd rather me Nan play in the goal than Bettinelli.
Alright, fair enough.
Respect to my Nan. But if she's watching, if you're watching, hi Nan.
Yeah. Okay. Chris has just put a blanket over the fire that I lit.
So we'll get his Nan in the transfer window.
Yeah, trying to get his Nan in the transfer window. 5-year deal. 5-year deal. Happy days.
Tea lady.
And see,
yes.
Yeah.
Ben, I can just imagine in the canteen, Ben, the other Chelsea chefs, my Nan, all working together. What a group.
Not a group, yes. Yeah, it'd be like dinner ladies, wouldn't it?
But yeah, I mean, listen, guys, come and get your thoughts in the chat. Come and get your comments in. Let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. So we've talked about Chelsea. I think we need to move on into yesterday's results. So let me just get these up for you now. So go into here we are. So we're starting off with Real Madrid 5, Celtic 1.
Don't even get me started.
Yikes! Look, I'm gonna go through the scorers with you individually, and then we'll so basically, Real Madrid just played Celtic off the park as expected. Modric in the 6th minute with a penalty, Rodrigo in the 21st minute with a penalty, then Asensio scoring, then Vinicius Junior scoring, then Valverde scoring. I mean, also, I've got to just say, Valverde, what a player.
World class.
World class. That is someone...
Can I just take the reins here? Because I think it's fitting that I'm Scottish, and I think it's fitting that I gave Rangers a lambasting the game day before. Celtic are going to get it this time, alright? Look,
okay.
Real Madrid, of course, are fucking 100 times better than Celtic. I know this. But this, how many times I need to... I'm repeating myself every stream. I might as well record my voice and play it every time, because I might as well not even be here, because I'm repeating myself every time, right? Can players not defend? Seriously. Can players not defend? Look, higher quality opposition. I get that, but Jesus Christ, man, use your brain, man. Defend. These teams are representing my nation. These teams are representing Scotland in terms of European. These teams are looking at Scotland and saying, "Oh, Rangers and Celtic, they're the two teams at it." Rangers, bottom of the group, 0 points. Statistically, the worst ever team to be in a group stage. Yeah. Celtic, bottom of their group. How many points? 2 points or something like that.
Yeah.
Something. Isn't it 2 points, Ben?
I think so. Let's have a look here. Groups. So, no points for Rangers, and for Celtic, 2 points.
2 points.
So I was right, yeah?
Yeah.
Disgrace! Yeah?
Disgrace.
Disgrace. You see the impact that you know how my voice just changed there from low to high? Yeah? That's what they should have been from shit defending to good defending, yeah? They should have been that transition for those little shitty arses on that pitch, yeah? That is a disgrace that's showing, yeah? And I'm sick and tired, as I say, seeing these teams represent Scotland on a European level, and they might as well bend over and say, have a go at that. I said that about Rangers, I've said it about them, right? They're an absolute shambles of a team. I'm sick and tired of talking about them, man. Sick and tired of talking about them. Don't participate. Do not participate. Simple as that. Next.
I mean, yeah, while we're moving on, Valverde.
No, I mean, like, you two talk about the game if you want me, but I'm done talking about Scottish teams in Europe.
I think Chris has said all we needed to hear, to be honest, for that one. But yeah, let's talk about Valverde quickly. Is he someone Chelsea should consider in the summer?
100%. I mean, as I say, I mentioned it the other day. My top 3 midfielders in the world are Bellingham, Valverde, Barella. That's my top 3. I mean, yeah, Valverde is quality, mate. Quality. I mean, you ask me the top 3 midfielders in football at the moment. Valverde, Bellingham, Barella, De Bruyne, and
Verratti?
No, I'm going to say best midfielders.
De Jong?
No. Camavinga.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. So yeah, Todd Bowley, get on the phone, get that sorted. Moving on into the second match in Group F, Shakhtar Donetsk 0, Leipzig 4. So, Nkuku with the goal, Andre Silva with the goal, Szoboszlai with the goal, and Bodnar with an own goal. Look, Shakhtar Donetsk are literally going to be asking for a free ring at the moment on the Champions League because of the war in Ukraine. They want it handed them they want it handed to them on a plate, the same as Eurovision Song Contest.
Well, don't forget, you need to feed them as well, Ben. You need to feed them because you want to bring added to them.
Yeah.
Yes, because, like, at the end of the day, look, Eurovision Song Contest was handed to Ukraine on a plate. It was literally no point in having it done. There you go. Just have it, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's pathetic. It's driving me insane. Why has football got to involve a war? No. Right? And Cuckoo scores. Great. Let's have him in the summer or January. Either way, I don't care. Just bloody get him. I mean, look, Leipzig just literally just turned around and wiped the floor with them, and Timo Werner is now out of the World Cup from an injury at this game yesterday.
Is this the one Chelsea was supposed to be looking at?
Yeah, and
Christopher
Cuckoo.
Nkunku,
Yeah, he
By the
is
way,
somewhat.
Did you not know? By the way, look at his name. Look at his last name. Right? Look at his last name.
Yeah.
I think his last name is weird because if you look at it in depth, if you space it out, it's just NKU.
Yeah, and Cuckoo.
It just looks weird, doesn't it, Ben? Look at it.
Yeah, it does look strange.
NKU. You put a dash in there, you're thinking, is this guy a coffee machine thing?
Or a cuckoo clock.
Nukunu.
Yeah, because when you NKU just seems Nkunku.
Great, stop starting me off. But yeah, honestly, I mean, that was expected, I think. And let me just say,
you could also have one flew under the over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, shucks.
jeez,
Oh, shucks.
jeez.
Oh, come on, man, put yourself together now.
You compose yourself.
So a Cuckoo,
Over the
who's got
quiz.
Cuckoo, who's got a bit cuckoo. Yeah, he scored. Leipzig won. They're second in the group. Timo Werner's up for the World Cup.
I don't think that's a laughing matter.
It's
a good film, though. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yes, yeah, Jack Nicholson.
great film, Jack
like
Nicholson. I love that.
Yeah.
Just a side note, Jack Nicholson's best film, I'm going to say, what was that film? As Good as It Gets.
Yes, I will agree with you. But yeah, Leipzig 4, Shakhtar the next nil. Shakhtar or Ukraine as they want it, handed to them on the plate. They've not had it. They're in the Europa League where they belong. End of discussion. Dad, your thoughts?
Wow.
Shakhtar Donetsk, yeah. They're a reasonable team. Yeah, I'm surprised it ended up 4-0 to Leipzig, but what can you say? A German team, yeah.
Yeah, or Leipzig. Yeah, I thought you meant
Leipzig, yeah. No, Shakhtar, no,
Crikey.
they're not a decent. Well,
They've got one decent player in Mudryk.
Yeah. Mudryk. Yeah. Well, so the result is self-explanatory, really, is what we're saying. Right.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
They're in the mud.
Yeah. And, so obviously, they were beaten by Leipzig, yeah. With Nkunku, scoring the first goal. Andres Silva, what's his...
Shabozlai.
Shabozlai. Yeah.
And Bodnar on goal.
Is he Hungarian?
Yeah, and he's someone I would like. He's someone I would...
Sorry.
He's what?
He's Hungarian.
Oh,
I think he's starving though.
He's starving. Bonde, is that the last one?
Bonda.
Yeah, Bonde.
An own goal by Bonda.
Bondi Beach.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm going to hand over to Chris, who can give his thoughts on Cuckoo Flews Over the Nest.
Yeah, I mean, RB Leipzig, they've got a new manager as well, Marco Rose. which is
Yep.
also a good song. Kissed from a Rose by Seal. That's a fantastic song. Yeah, look, end of the day, we all thought when we looked at the group it was going to be Real Madrid first, RB Leipzig's second. I mean, as I say, Cuckoo will be a Chelsea player in the summer. And in
Yep.
terms of RB Leipzig, I mean, they've got another player there, Guardiola as well. He'll be in Chelsea as well, I believe. So, two players there keeping their calm in Germany. But Nkunku, mate, is quality. He is a
Yeah.
quality player.
Yeah.
To be honest, when we were linked with him last season, I thought, look, he's just had one good season. Let's see how he does again. Because you always get these players that do well one season and just flop the next. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I thought, look, he's just come from PSG. He's had his first good season. Let's see how he does consistently next season. And he's done it this season. I mean, as I say, one flew over the Nkunku nest, mate. This guy's scoring goals for fun for RB Leipzig. Jack Nicholson is even wanting a picture with this guy. So, yeah. And Danny DeVito was in one flew over the Nkunku's nest as well. So, yeah, good.
That's all.
Good player.
That's all I can see. If Jack Nicholson was on the pitch, he'd totally be shining. He would.
Anyways, yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic.
But yeah, let's move on to the next match. And yeah, okay. Well, we've done Chelsea versus Dinamo Zagreb. Let's do Milan for Salzburg 0, shall we? I mean, look, let's have a look who scored. No doubt it'd be Leao. Leao didn't even score. Okay. Giroud scored 2. Krunic scored 1. And Junior Messias scored 1. Junior Messias.
Yep.
Junior Messias. So, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. Giroud scored 2. Giroud, you expect to score anything that that's put in front of him. He will score it.
I miss Giroud with us.
Yeah, I think he was quality.
Yeah.
Krunic, don't know enough about him. Messias, don't know enough about him. Milan were poor against Chelsea. And how they managed to beat Salzburg 4-0 when we only managed to scrape a 2-1 past them is beyond me. Dad, Milan for Salzburg 0, your thoughts?
Yeah, Milan, they're a decent team, they are. We beat them in the 2 legs that we played. Like you say, you can't see, how Salzburg lost out to them 4-0. Yeah, when we, fought hard to get what was it, 2-1?
Yeah.
Against Salzburg. Yeah, I can see a logic there. But this is football and anything can happen, like on the weekend. What was it? Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. Yeah.
Please don't continue mentioning that.
Just an exemplification. But, anything can happen. And, obviously Giroud scored 2 goals. Good on him. Yeah. And Krunic and Junior Messias. Yeah. So, it is what it is. And, Milan were the better team on the night. So, yeah. Yeah,
Chris, over to you.
Yeah, I think it's the same as the last group. I mean, if you're looking at this group, you were probably saying Chelsea to finish first, Milan second. I mean, obviously we had that blip at the start against Zagreb and everyone was saying, oh, Chelsea may not do it. Well, we did. We came through, we finished deservedly first. And Milan, we're the best in the group. Milan were the second best, clearly. So, yeah, that's it, mate. It's just one of them. Giroud got a brace. Congratulations. But, it's one of them games, but it was meaningless as well.
Okay, so then let's move on to the next game, which will be Man City 3, Sevilla 1. For me, let's have a look. Rafinha Mir scored. Lewis scored for Man City. Alvarez and Mahrez. Look, Man City were expected to win this game. Sevilla have just recently lost their manager in Lopetegui, and let's face it, Sevilla are not designed for the Champions League. They're just there to make up the numbers. They're going to go into the Europa League, no doubt. Are they in the Europa League, or did they qualify for the second leg?
No, it would have been
for
the
round
it would have been the Europa League, innit?
Yeah, they did in the end. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, they're in the Europa League and they'll go on and win that, obviously, because they're masters of the Europa League. But Man City, obviously, you've got to put them as one of the favourites to win the Champions League, even though they've never won it,
Jeez.
courtesy of the Chelsea and Mr.
I
Tuchel.
bet.
But yeah, I mean, you'd expect a result like that. But Dad, over to you.
Yeah, you know, Man City, yeah, it's a 3-1 to Sevilla. Sevilla, good team, yeah, not bad at all. Maybe, you know, they're more suited to the Europa League, yeah, where Ben said they could possibly go on to win it. I don't know. We got Arsenal in there. They won tonight, didn't they? Arsenal
1-0
against Zurich. So you know, it's anybody's tournament. That is, you know, it's the lesser of the two tournaments, as we know. But Man City, yeah. As much as I despise Man City, you know, to win 3-1 and they haven't got Sterling Haaland, you know, who makes up 2/3 of their team. I'm quite surprised. I thought it would have been like a, you know, a 1-1, 2-1, but 3-1, yeah, it's a decent score. What more can I say on that?
Yeah, there we go. Chris, over to you, fella.
Thanks, fella. Yeah,
Fella.
in terms of the game, I mean, Ben, I completely and 100% and 120 million% disagree with you. City will not win the Champions League, and they're favourites all the time. They never do it. I'm sick and tired of hearing this talk about City. Look, great domestically, shocking in Europe. Right? There's some teams that can do it in Europe, and there's some teams that can't do it in Europe. And Man City fall in that category. The exact same goes to another team we're going to be talking about, PSG. Bottlers, mate. Yeah. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you either have it or you don't. You can either do it in Europe or you can't do it in Europe. And if you can't do it in Europe, great, do your thing in domestically. I don't give a bollocks. If you can't do it in Europe, to me, you're not a big club. If you cannot win, for me, the biggest trophy in football, forget the World Cup, for me, club football is more important than international football. For me, the Champions League is where it's at. If you win the big years, mate, as I say, 2012, one of the best night of my life. Yeah, the best night of my life. I mean, obviously, Porto is another. Probably they are the two best nights of my life. Is winning that Champions League against Munich, in Munich's backyard, and obviously in Porto. For me, fantastic nights of football. And as I say, you can either do it in Europe or you can't. So Ben, respectfully, mate, I 100% disagree with you that City will not win it, mate. I'm not even putting them as favourites because they won't win it. So how can they be favourites? And in terms of Sevilla, Rafa Mir, I think is quality. As I said, they've got a new manager. What's his name? Oh, what's his name, man? The bald fella that just left Marseille. Oh my days! A bit of help, Ben, please.
Oh no!
Does it say his name on there?
Is he bald? Kojak.
Kojak. Jorge Sampaoli.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, and he is bald. In terms of it was a result. I mean, they scored first of year, so it was 1-0. City bounced back as expected. Riyad Mahrez, quality player. Alvarez as well, quality. And the youngster as well for City. So, yeah, it was expected win for City. As I say, you look at that group as well. It's a carbon copy of what we all thought. City were going to top the group. Dortmund were going to finish second. We all expected that. So, yeah, congratulations. But as I say, we see this all the time with City. And, you know what I mean? For me, Pep's failed as a City manager. And it's as simple as that. He was brought in to win the Champions League and he's failed on every occasion. By the way, the guy's had plenty of opportunities. He's had. Monaco smashed them. Liverpool beat them. Tottenham beat them. Lyon beat them. Yeah, I mean, we beat them in the final. So, look, they're never going to do it. And I mean, they've just bought Haaland. And like, as I say, if you can't win the Champions League with Haaland, Yeah, I mean, it's like going into a barrel of tits and coming out sucking your thumb. What's the point? So, as I say, next.
Before we get on to the next match, Chris, you said the Champions League is the biggest trophy in football. You know, without forgetting the World Cup. Are you trying to forget the World Cup because your team's not in it?
No, because as I said, I prefer the club. I prefer club football over international.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you give me Scotland winning the World Cup or Chelsea winning the Champions League. I'm picking Chelsea winning the Champions League all day long.
Yes.
All
enough.
day long. You give me Scotland winning 5 World Cups or Chelsea winning 5 Champions Leagues. I'm picking Chelsea winning 5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple.
Fair enough.
To me, the top tournament is the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Champions League.
And if you can't win it, you're not considered a big club in my eyes.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next match. Copenhagen 1, Dortmund 1. Haraldsson scoring in the 41st minute for Copenhagen, and Thorgan Hazard scoring in the 21st minute for Dortmund. This match, I believe, is just a waste of time, a waste of energy. You know,
Just move on.
We might as well just move on from this one.
Thorgan Hazard, is that Hazard?
That's Eden Hazard's little brother, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
The Hazard that failed.
That's
Well, that's harsh, lad. What are you saying that for?
It's true!
Mate, well, I mean, if he's failed, well, mate, I hate that, by the way. That's another thing. I hate when people say, you know when people say footballers have failed? Well, if you actually look at the statistics in football, only 1% actually go on to make it. So, mate, fucking hell, if they've failed, what are the people saying that those people have failed? What are they?
Fine, the wrong Hazard.
That's wrong as well. Let's just say he's Hazard's little brother.
Okay, moving on to Juventus
the
1.
The less famous. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Juventus 1, Paris 2, Mbappe and Nuno Mendes scoring for Paris Saint-Germain, and Bonucci scoring for Juventus.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain. Who are terrible.
PSG.
Look, straight away, Mbappe needs a bigger club. That's my first thought. Secondly, Paris are bottlers. They've never actually won it. Right? They're in the Farmers League. They're absolutely dreadful. Let's just leave it there. Juventus, right? Bonucci scores a goal. He should have been retired years ago.
Bonucci.
Wow.
He scores a goal.
Sick to death of these clubs like Juventus, the old lady. Yeah, they walk around. All the players walk around like they are old bloody ladies.
Oh, God.
Look, Juventus once a big team, not so big anymore. Their history is their history. The realism is we're looking at now. They're not big now. They're not big, right? They're not a club of any magnitude of what we should be seeing. Chelsea proved that last season, 4-0. End of story. So, my thoughts are this was a waste of time game. Because Juventus are crap, Paris Saint-Germain are crap, and let's just leave it at there. Dad, your thoughts?
Okay, Juventus, you know, one of the Italian clubs in this tournament. Juventus are a half decent club. I wouldn't say the best, you know. Milan are the best, I would say, in Italy. This Bonucci, he's been playing now for, you know, a number of years. You know, he's a veteran of the club, isn't he? Then you've got Paris Saint-Germain. What more can I say? As Ben said, they're bottlers.
Almost as bad as Tottenham.
PSG is also a team you don't underestimate, obviously. You know, with players like Mbappe, yeah. What's his name? Nuno Mendes. Yeah, it's quite. How can I put it? It's not a hit and miss team. It's overall a good team, but they. For me, yeah, Paris Saint-Germain don't do it, But like I say, they have knocked a lot of teams out of the tournament, and yeah.
Right. Are we all in agreement, lads? That Paris Saint-Germain are just the French Tottenham who are prepared to put their hands in their pockets.
They've produced some good players.
Christopher?
Well, are you going to say my name right or?
Christopher. Chris.
My name's Chris. Thank you, Benjamin.
Chris.
Anyways, in terms of look, fucking hell, Juventus are mate. I think they've only got 3 points in the group. Mate, mate, Juventus are. Allegri's been shocking ever since they returned. As for PSG, look, they've got fucking star power. Of course, they do that front three: Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe. As I say, man, like, you know, if you cannot go on to win a Champions League with that, as I say, they won't do it. And it just proves my point. Some teams can do it in Europe, some teams can't. PSG are just PSG. Look, they're financially very, very sound. Great, do your thing. I'm not jealous of that. At the end of the day, football's about money now. Yeah, we kicked off the revolution with Roman. Yeah, with this money. We done that. We kicked it off with Roman. So, at the end of the day, look, PSG are going to do their thing. They're going to come up against. I mean, I think the opponents they can get in the next round are. I mean, we're going to jump into that in a few minutes, but they're fucked. Oh, sorry, they're screwed. Yeah, they are. They are finito, mate. They are finito, mate. They've got next, mate. They are finished, right? So. It's all about you can run but you can't hide, and PSG are running, mate, but mate, they will not be hiding, mate, because little Mbappe's head will be sticking out like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and he'll be jumping up and down, so that's the way it is. Anyway, PSG done well.
Just a point of clarification, I heard something that Messi collapsed, did he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, something was mentioned today, I'm sure it was today, on the radio, that he collapsed. Check it out if you want to.
PSG's also got a seasoned veteran and Sergio Ramos in the back as well. So he's a multiple winner of the Champions League. So.
He is, yeah.
Moving on to the final game. Maccabi Haifa 1, Benfica lots.
Well, can you specify the score?
6-1.
6-1, yeah. Mate, Maccabi Haifa's getting it as well. They can go in the Celtic and Rangers club as well.
I mean, they've got a player called Cherry baby, Cherry. They've literally got a player called Cherry. So Gonzalo Ramos scored, Musa, Grimaldo, Rafa Silva, Henrique Araujo, and Juan Mario scored.
Enrique Iglesias. Julio Iglesias, great guys.
But my thoughts are Benfica are a decent team to watch at the moment.
Great analysis.
And I think they've got some fantastic players. They sold the Uruguayan Andy Carroll to Liverpool.
He's pulling out the pingers tonight, Marco, isn't he?
I guess Benfica are a good team. I don't know. It's just they're a Portuguese team. They have some they have some players.
We'll send Ronaldo to him.
Yeah, we'll send Ronaldo there. He can go and join him there. But Benfica are a dark horse to win the Champions League, in my opinion. They have been playing very well recently. Dad, your thoughts?
Okay, Haifa. Right.
Maccabi Haifa, Hela.
Yeah.
Maccabi
I don't know much about this team, but where are they from?
Tel Aviv.
Israel. Yeah. Are they real? No. Right. You got. Right. 26 minutes goal. Yeah.
By Cherry Baby.
Cherry Baby. Yeah. God, do you want a bite of his cherry, do you? Right.
You're alive!
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So, they scored a goal, obviously, but then you come to Benfica, good Portuguese team. I would say somewhere there like intermediate, contenders in this tournament. Yeah, so that's a good result for Benfica, that is, 6-1. Yeah, what can I say?
What, you think that's a good result for Benfica?
Yeah.
Christ, is 6-1 a good result? Didn't know that. Thought that was common knowledge.
Well, I mean, you're one to talk, mate. You've just said, if I'm not mistaken, quote unquote, what you've just said is Benfica have some players, and what else did you say? Anyway, thanks, Mike Malone. Anyway, in terms of the game, look, yeah, Benfica are alright. Look, at the end of the day, Maccabi Hella. Look, at the end of the day, it's one of them things where you've just got to take it for how it is. At the same time, it's not really. It's not. Look, to win 6-1 is obviously a good scoreline if you are the team scoring the 6 goals. But if you are a team like Maccabi Hella and defending the way you are, then it goes back to my point. How just defend, man? Just park the bus. Just put everyone behind the ball. Time waste. Frustrate the opposition. It's not hard, is it? It's not hard. If you wind up look in today's modern football, if you flick someone on the ear or push someone in the back or give a slide dig to someone, they're going to react. Correct?
Yeah.
So frustrate the opposition, mate. Make them angry, and then when they're angry, they've lost concentration. You can maybe nick a goal or two or get the win. That's what matters. Get the result. Letting 6 go by you, man. It's just ridiculous and. Yeah, but that's Maccabi Hella for you, innit? It's just the way it is. It's a bit disappointing. It's
Yeah. Okay, so moving on into the last that's the last result. So let's talk about the round of 16 very briefly. I mean, if we think about, if I'm going to view the draw details now. So Chelsea.
Ben, can you read out the seeded teams, please? Actually, before that, can you give a rundown of the groups and how they finished?
So groups. Okay, we'll go to group winners. Okay.
Start from Group A all the way down to H.
So Group A: Napoli first, Liverpool second, Ajax third, Rangers fourth. Group B: Porto first, Club Brugge second, Leverkusen third, Atletico fourth. Group C: Bayern Munich first, Inter Milan second, Barcelona third, Pilsen fourth. Group D: Tottenham Hotspur first, Frankfurt second, Sporting Lisbon third, Marseille fourth. Group E: Chelsea first, Milan second, Salzburg third, Zagreb fourth. Group F: Real Madrid first, Leipzig second, Shakhtar Donetsk third, and Celtic fourth. Group G: Man City first, Dortmund second, Sevilla third, Copenhagen fourth. Group H: Benfica first, Paris second, Juventus third, and Maccabi Haifa fourth. So that is all the groups.
Right. Okay.
So we're going to the round of 16 preview now, I think. And we'll discuss, possible opponents for each individual club. So, do we know how this works? Because I have an idea, but I think it's the group winners get the second place runners ups.
Well, yes, except obviously for example, Liverpool finished second in their group, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means Chelsea, City, and Tottenham will not play Liverpool because it's an English team.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So they can't play their own countries. No.
No.
Okay. So Chelsea's possible opponents are Inter Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Leipzig, and Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah.
So let's start off with Napoli then, because I'm just making sure that was correct. So Napoli, they can get AC Milan. No, they can't get AC Milan. They can get Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Leipzig, or Paris. I mean, realistically, Who would Napoli have a favourable draw against there?
Well, read out the teams again.
Dortmund, Club Brugge, Liverpool. No, Liverpool. They can't have Liverpool. Frankfurt, Leipzig, and Paris.
Well, you're looking at Frankfurt. You're looking at Bruges, but as I say, Bruges have been done well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really care. I mean, Napoli, whoever Napoli get next, I'm pretty sure they'll beat. So
Yeah. Okay. So.
What about you, Mark? Who do you reckon, mate?
What about you, Dad? Who do you think they'll get?
Who's that now?
Napoli.
I don't know. They might get Inter Milan.
They can't. It's Italy.
Oh yeah, yes, sorry. They can't play their own country.
This is a fantastic string, lads.
This is
Blooming
tonight. No, I think Napoli could maybe get
AC
Dortmund.
Milan.
Napoli, I think, will get Dortmund.
Yeah,
I think Napoli will get Dortmund.
Dortmund.
Okay, then we've got Bayern Munich, who can get AC Milan, Paris Saint-Germain, or Club Brugge, or Liverpool.
I think they'll get Liverpool.
I think they'll get Liverpool, and I think they'll knock them out of the Champions League.
Yeah, go on, Bayern.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, so that's everyone for that. Chelsea can have Inter Milan, Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain, Leipzig, Frankfurt, or Club Brugge. I would look.
I said I reckon we'll get Inter, and it's been looking like it could happen. So yeah, I'm sticking with that. Inter.
I think we're going to get Inter, but I would like to go. I'd like to have Frankfurt because I would go to that away game. I think that would be a fantastic away game.
You can't go with Italy.
No, because Italy is a city.
So what?
Yeah.
And your joke was terrible. Yeah, why can't you go to Italy?
Because my geography is no good.
Mate, honestly, really, okay, so you're willing to fly to Germany, but you're not going to go to Italy.
Oh, fine, I'll fly to Italy if we get into them.
Oh, I should assume so. And I'll be there on the flight with you.
Yes, I suppose you will.
And I'll get an Italian message.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, what about you? Who do you think we'll get?
Man City.
Man City. Yeah. I think we would get, knowing our luck, out of all these ones here, I would say maybe Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay. That would be an interesting game, actually.
Easy game.
Okay, so let's move on to Man City. Man City can get Inter Milan, AC Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Leipzig, and Paris. Which one were they likely to get? They can't get Dortmund, actually. I just misread that one.
AC Milan.
I think they're likely to get Leipzig and get knocked out.
Probably. What about you, Mark?
Okay, who are we talking about now?
Man City. So they can get Inter Milan, Milan, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, Leipzig, or Paris.
Mm-hmm. What about Liverpool?
They can't have
just
them.
messing around. Yeah. Okay. I think Man City
My head hurts.
would end up against maybe Dortmund.
They've had Dortmund. They can't have Dortmund.
Oh God.
I'm going.
Do you know what though? Your dad's actually got a point. Why? See the Champions League, right? See after you get out of the group stage, why can't you just play who you get picked against? Saves any messing about.
Yeah.
If you get drawn against an English side, you get drawn against an English side. Who gives a bollocks? Play it and get on with it. The draws are so complicated, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So who do you think Man City will get, Dad?
No, I think they would get Leipzig.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so Porto can get Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Dortmund, They can get Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan,
Yeah, Dortmund.
Paris, and Frankfurt and Leipzig.
I reckon they'll get Frankfurt.
I reckon they will. I reckon they'll win that one as well.
That Frankfurt.
Can I just say, Porto have actually got the current best goalkeeper in the world at the moment in that, what's his name?
Costa. Diego Costa. Dogger.
Yeah, Diogo.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he's quality. But
Mark,
yeah.
who do you reckon, mate? Benfica.
Yeah, so
They can get. We're talking about Porto. They can get Liverpool, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Dortmund, Frankfurt, Leipzig, or Paris.
Porto, I think they would be more like to play AC Milan.
Okay. So then we move on to Tottenham. They can get Liverpool, Inter,
They
Milan.
can't get Liverpool. They can't get Liverpool.
They can't get Liverpool. So they can get Inter Milan, AC Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Leipzig, and Paris.
Yeah,
I
reckon Tottenham are getting PSG.
I think Tottenham might get PSG and get knocked out by a silly loss. What do you think, Dad?
Marseille.
Yeah, I think yeah, Tottenham. If I was to be quite frank, I think they get Club Brugge.
Okay.
That would be a tie. That would be a tie and a half. Real Madrid. They can get Liverpool, AC Milan, Dortmund. No, Liverpool, Inter, Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, and Paris.
Yeah.
Who do you think they're going to get?
Read out the teams again.
Liverpool, Inter, Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, and Paris.
I'm going to say. Read out them again, Ben.
Liverpool, Inter, AC Milan, Dortmund, Club Brugge, Frankfurt, and Paris.
Yeah, Dortmund, because that's the only one I've not said. Dortmund to be draw, so Dortmund for me.
Okay. And then we go on to Benfica.
Hold on, you and your dad. Go on.
Oh yeah, Real Madrid. I think they're going to get into Milan.
But you said you freaking Chelsea will get.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Yeah,
okay.
Jesus, they superstar.
I think they'll get Frankfurt. Well, Frankfurt, yeah.
What did you said Frankfurt will get Porto?
Oh yeah. I think they'll get Club Brugge then.
Is this guy in a fucking Tory or what, man?
He isn't he?
Okay.
Who have you not said?
I don't know. I haven't said Dortmund.
Oh, right, go for it.
Real Madrid will get Dortmund then. Right.
Mark.
Dad.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yeah. Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I think.
You think Real Madrid will get Real Madrid? That can't happen, Dad.
Real Madrid. Yeah.
We'll get Atletico.
I think
Real Madrid will get Real Betis.
they will have Inter Milan.
Okay. And Benfica, they can get Liverpool, Inter, Milan, Dortmund, Leipzig, Frankfurt, and Club Brugge.
So for me, I reckon they'll get RB Leipzig. I've not said Leipzig for anybody, so Benfica versus Leipzig. You two are screwed because you don't even know who you've picked.
I should have probably wrote all mine down. But yeah, guys, that's our thoughts. We'd love to hear yours in the chat.
I didn't do the last one, did I?
Come on, Dad.
Right.
Benfica, who do you reckon?
Yeah.
Porto.
Yeah. Benfica. Yeah. That's him. Yeah. Right. Benfica. I think they'll get.
Sporting.
They'll get. I would
Bayern.
say. Liverpool. Benfica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a
But
good
yeah.
team.
So guys, those are our thoughts and our predictions for the group stage of the last 16. Please let us know your thoughts in the chat. We'd love to hear your thoughts. We're going to end the stream here now, though. Chris, thank you so much for coming on today. We really
Can I say my
appreciate
last
it.
parting message as usual? Or?
Yeah, of course. We all get a last parting message. So go for it.
So, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and of course hit that notification bell to be notified when Talking Chelsea Blues upload. Okay, as usual, quick political message. General election, it's time. I mean, there's what is it? The percentages have went up now by 3%. So you'll continue to see rises upon rises until you see more and more people using food banks, and that's exactly what the Tories want, and that's exactly what the Tories have planned for. Yes, as simple as that. They're so out of touch with reality. They don't know the state the country's in, and they just think that everything is flowers and roses and chocolates and everything, when in a matter of fact, it's families struggling to make ends meet. It's people having to work 2 jobs, i.e. nurses. Yeah? The country is in an absolute state, and it's because of the 12 years of neglect and disgraceful decisions from the Conservative Party. And I say this time and time again as well. As for the posties that are demanding better pay and respect, I 100% stand with them. Mick Lynch, I 100% stand with him. Yeah. As for the railway workers as well, I 100% stand with them, because at the end of the day, they're the one who's are doing all the work, and the CEOs and executives that are sitting on their arses are collecting all these profits, getting bonuses that are absolutely out of this world, and they do nothing. Yeah, and as for the bankers getting, bonuses, what is going on here? Yeah, what is going on? It's time for change, time for a Labour government, and it is clear as day. Call a general election, do the right thing, and get a Labour government in charge, and get this country back to where it needs to be.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chris. Dad, your final part message?
It's been a great evening here with you guys, and discussing the group stages of the Champions League.
Getting it wrong.
Getting it wrong.
Porto.
Yeah, big Porto.
Porto.
Sporting Lisbon. On to what Chris has just said. My thoughts are, that people, need to wake up, open their eyes now, and see the reality of what's happening. Like he said, people, the working poor, we've had these measures of austerity now since 2010. Nothing is changing. Their slogan they used was "Build Back Better." Britain is broken. So I say to all people, open your eyes, wake up, and see the shit for the roses before all the fucking lights go down. Vote Labour, yeah. Vote socialism, yeah. And let's get this country moving again.
Thank you, Dad. So, okay, guys, that's the end of today's stream. Hope you've all enjoyed. If you have enjoyed the stream, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload. Share this stream out, share the channel out, share everything out with us, guys. Go and follow us on our social medias. Our Twitters and Instagrams are linked to the YouTube channel. Go and check them out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next stream. Take care, guys.